Hello and welcome to Bell Curve Gaming. Today I'm bringing you an updated Cosmic Eclipse Whimsicott deck. In I guess a bit of a call for a early Cosmic Eclipse anti-meta deck, because I don't know about you, but online right now, and I'm talking about online meta, when I go on the ladder is just absolutely full of ADPs. They're wreaking havoc absolutely everywhere. There's Reshirom, who's also wreaking havoc, and now Guzzlord is on there wreaking havoc, and these dragon Pokemon are absolutely wreaking havoc on the ladder. And I seen a post online partnering Whimsicott with this Yan Mega in I guess a bit of a anti-meta little combo, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to put my own list together of this deck and see how it rolls, and I can tell you it's absolutely hilarious. So let's get into what the key idea of this is. So the Whimsicott obviously has got the Fluffy Cotton ability, which allows us to, every time they attack us, they flip a coin, and if we get a heads on that coin, then they don't do any damage to our Whimsicott. So 50% of the time, they're doing absolutely no damage to our Whimsicott, which is absolutely huge. And this KO Swirl can really help us out with that, because it makes power plants a lot harder to get in. So that's something. Obviously, there is a particular Pokemon. I haven't seen a lot of it played yet, but there is a particular Pokemon that can turn off abilities with anything with damage counters on there. But yeah, I'm not seeing that a lot. But this Whimsicott has got the Fluffy Cotton ability just to prevent that damage, and then it's got the NG Blow attack, 10 base damage, 30 more for each NG attached to this Whimsicott. So we need a total of 5 to take down all these tag team Pokemon that I've just been mentioning, and we can get up to that quite quickly when we combo it with red and blue. So the idea of this deck, our first turn, we're really just Professor Oak setup if we need to, just to get all our basics on there. We're playing different types, so you can see we can do that quite nicely. Then red and blue on the second turn, just to evolve one of our Pokemon into a Pokemon GX, get the Whimsicott up online and get 2 Fairy NG attached to it that way, and then we're only 1 Triple Acceleration NG attachment away from one-shotting these tag teams. And what's absolutely hilarious about this is all these tag teams I've been speaking about, assuming that they don't buff their damage any further than the obvious, ADP's GX attack, or not using a Beast NG, so we're assuming those sorts of things, they don't one-shot our Whimsicott if they manage to get the damage through. And that's kind of hilarious, because then we can use things like Mallow and Lana to switch and heal and make it even more awkward for them to try and get out our Whimsicott while we're one-shotting them back. So that's kind of hilarious. Now, the ADP matchup, it's obviously running Keldeo, so you have to consider how we're dealing with the Keldeo. That's where Yan Mega comes in, because it's got this Air Slash for 100 for 3 colorless NGs, just 1 Triple Acceleration NG because it's an evolution Pokemon, and we one-shot, due to weakness, the Keldeo. So that's why the Yan Mega's here, just to deal with those annoying pesky little Keldeos if they ever pop up. And yeah, then the Whimsicott's here to deal with the big dragon Pokemon. And it fights fairly well thanks to the coin flipping. Depends how your coin flips really go against other decks as well. But we're really after trying to counter the meta at the moment. Other Pokemon that's really clutch, the Zebstrika is huge just to draw through our deck, so Sprint is absolutely amazing, especially when you're playing things like Red and Blue, because you've got to discard cards from your hand while you're playing it. So a Zebstrika Sprint can just fill up your hand and be the draw supporter for turn. Malolana, you're doing really the same, so you're discarding from your hand, so that acts as your draw support, so it's absolutely huge. And that's, yeah, really the basic combination of the deck. So let's get into some games. Hello, PTCG Benny Woo, welcome. As I was just saying, it would be lovely to win a coin flip and go first. At some point. I do find it interesting that you start a heat trend in the active. Dead Eye change. I think we'll go into our Jirachi. There's two ways to think about it. I could just play down and set up for a turn 2 Zeb Striker and just accept that this thing's going down. Alright, we've got a Reshirom up. These are the sort of decks that we want, ideally. I think we'll go and get the Jirachi. It's decks we want, but not the not the start that we want. Going second and sitting here with a crap hand. Getting set for Naganadels for next turn. I mean, Fairy Charm ability is good against Mew Mew, but that's about it. So I think we'll comms you away. Go and get out a Jirachi. Hopefully there's one turn that I'm going to get with this Jirachi. Is enough to get me out of trouble. What's going to be best? Red and blue? I mean, red and blue is not great right now, but it is useful. It's the only hope I've got in attacking. So I think we've got to grab red and blue. Now that I think about it, I should have probably waited on the Zeb Striker. Really depends what you have on this turn. So you haven't played a supporter yet, which does suggest a little bit that maybe you don't have a supporter. Ooh, so you could take out the Jirachi still here. It's pretty huge that you aren't using it with the Steaming Stomp though. So it would only be with the GX attack, and that'll be your GX attack go on for the game. Oh, you got the E-switch. Okay. So keeping Fairy Charm ability. Shut this Cottony up. Probably go into you. Keeping Fairy Charm ability could be useful. Which means throwing away a Cottony, which I think we've got to do. So we'll grab these two out. Go and get Whimsicott. Grab a couple of Fairy Energy. We're going to chuck Fairy Charm ability on you. Retreat. And what we're going to do is Toy Box GX. Go and get Zeb Striker. Red and blue. We want one triple acceleration energy. And then a couple of things we don't mind throwing away necessarily. So probably thin you two out, actually. That sounds pretty good. Yeah. That's what we want to do. I don't remember what the amplifier is on this. It's only doing 160, so it's not enough to one-shot this. Your end resolve, and you got a heap of energies, or two of them, which is what you need. So you're definitely full on set up. But if the Reshirom comes out and fails to one-shot, so it's all on the coin flip here, and whether you get this Whimsicott. If I go down, I am attacking with this Whimsicott here anyway. Which is good. because I should have the one shot. Yeah, because I'll have 5 energies on this guy, so yeah. We'll have the one shot in this guy no matter what. Unless you stamp me. Then it's just working out how we're dealing with the rest. I wonder if you have to discard from this guy first. Going with a Fabled Bolts. Well, looks like you do, which is kind of funny. And we wall up. Unfortunate, because that's a one-shot back. That is really unfortunate for you. Yeah, we'll discard these two. And go and get ourselves another Whimsicott. We'll grab a couple of energies for our Whimsicott. We'll Zeb Striker. Get a new hand. It's unfortunate I'm sprinting away an energy, but you gotta do what you gotta do. We don't want a great catch or anything at the moment. We're pretty happy just to sit here and chill. Smack into you. Whack you out. And because this has got like a lot of abilities hanging around, I feel like we don't need to desperately go chasing after our oh, what do you call it? Chasing after our stadiums just yet. It'd be nice to have the stadium in play though. Just to protect our abilities. Yeah. That's the reason we're playing this right now. There's just that many dragon decks sitting around. Hello, Chrome, welcome. We're happy to put both Cottonies down. ADP. Alright. We'll go and get you back. Go and get ourselves out a Jirachi. That feels pretty good to me. Oh, that's the reason why it was sounding weird. Something I'm like, why is it sounding so bad? Anyway, Oak setup, get a Blitzel, get a Ditto, get another Cottony. I'm pretty happy with that. Alright, just hold there. So what we need is red and blue of this gear. We got a Blastplup version with Ends Resolve. Get plenty of water energies and metal energies. Alright, you just hit plenty of energies. Let's just stop there. So you're gonna have the switch, you're gonna have the attack immediately. Oh, I'd be very shocked if you didn't anyway. Okay, you didn't. Alright, Pokey, what can you find me? Red and blue. Which is good. Gets me the KO on this guy. Really hate ditching you for this though. That has to go. Do you know what I'm going to do here? Actually, just going to get rid of those two. Grab a Whimsicott. I'm not going to take the KO. As stupid as that sounds. We're not going to. What we're going to do instead is Toy Box GX. Get ourselves Zeb Striker. Get ourselves another red and blue. Get ourselves a triple acceleration. So I'm just preparing, and then a couple of throwaways. So if you GX, like if you hit into me, we'd love to Mallow and Lana, but I don't think we're gonna have the luxury to. Great Catch is good, but I might need to throw that away. We'll grab it anyway, and we'll grab an Oaks. Just as a throwaway. So let's just double check. Red and blue, triple acceleration, Zeb Striker, okay. I feel like that's okay. Play it a little bit slower. I am worried about this thing. Ouch, had the stamp waiting. Well, that's very rude. Very rude. Allows you to GX attack now pretty freely. Did I change? Or are you trying to get an attack in on me? So my stadiums are a waste. Why can't you do 130 damage? Alright, so you're going GX attack. What you've done is just made things extremely, like, much more awkward for me. We got red and blue. So we're in red and blue away. Feel like we'll red and blue this away. And this. No. This and this. Yeah. Grab a Whimsicott. Grab a couple of Engies down. What do I need to make sure I'm hitting? 30, 60, I mean I'm hitting 70, which is 140. You're probably going to have a heap of healing. Let's put it to this one. An NG bloke. Just hit the 140 for now. And be happy with that. Can't believe you hit that many NGs off of a ends. I never hit that many NGs if I try and ends. That's the reason why I ditched it from my ADP Blastplup deck. Kind of Madalana switch. Had a feeling that might be coming. Ultimate Ray, we wall up, so we don't even have to Malalana here. That's good. So we got two of these on the board to Great Catcher up if need be. We do light the Pokecoms here. Put this back. Go and get ourselves out our Zeb Striker. So I feel like we'll run... no, we won't, because we can get a supporter that can help potentially draw. I was going to say switch to this one. Got the triple acceleration, which is 5, 150, so we got the KO here, which is beautiful. Do we want a supporter on this turn? I feel like we don't. We'll just NG blow. Smack you out. That's what ADP dealt with. Blastplup will be coming now. What we're really looking for is a Great Catcher. Beautiful. Now you've already stamped me once, so how many stamps are you running the deck? That's the question. Because you need to stamp me now, otherwise the game's done. And you don't have that stamp. So, what we'll do is Great Catcher. Pull this one here up. Triple Acceleration on. I'm loving this deck when there's so many dragon decks around. I'm absolutely loving it. I'd love a win to win a coin flip. Hello, back. Welcome. It's interesting that you want me to go first. At least I get to go first for a change. It's been a while. I don't know what to do when you go first. It's a bit awkward. Oops, get out there. So we got Oak setups, that's really good. We got red and blue as well, which is awesome. We got Reshirom, which suggests this Cottony is likely to go down immediately, which means that I feel like I can just pull one of you. Do I want Blitzel? I mean, Blitzel's nice, but Ditto just can be both Blitzel and... Well, first of all, I don't have Zeb Striker. So no, I don't want Blitzel. Not right now. So I've got to assume this Cottony goes down, right? So we'll chuck that to you. Oh, I've got Zeb Striker sitting here. I should actually look at my hand before I start this, shouldn't I? Energy attach this Cottony that's likely to go down, or energy attach to a back line? Let's energy attach to a back line. Yeah, it feels fine. We're okay with that. Is that at the end of the day, at least we can Zeb Striker down. I should have got you a Blitzel. Ah, well, is what it is. Should have looked at my hand. But we're starting to sprint through our deck. End of the day, we'll just get some chip damage onto this Reshirom with the Cottony. It's going to be chip damage either way, isn't it? Yeah, so... Yeah, so this Cottony's down. It's fine, we get to go into a Jirachi, red and blue, Zeb Striker. We do need another Cottony down, just in case we do get immediately one-shotted. Double A's GX. Alright, so one prize card down. You're going to have some bench sniping, which I've got to be really, really concerned about. So Zeb Striker, red and blue. We will just manually attach an energy here, as much as I want my triple acceleration energy. Chuck those to you. This to you. Sprint. Alright, we'll put you back. Go get ourselves a Cottony. What I'm kind of feeling at the moment is we need a stadium. Just turn off abilities and try and turn off... Well, not turn off abilities, but turn off... You look like a Ability-Zard, so you're probably not playing something that's... let's go that. Although, you're going to one-shot me. Either I get one-shot and live, or... I think we grab Poker Gear. Oh, we've got the red and blue already. Chaotic Swell. Let's do Chaotic Swell. Take stadium control. Like, just get rid of that stadium control that you might have. Retreat to the Whimsicott. Get some chip damage on there. Be interesting to see what you want to do now. So we've got the Volcanion. I can't turn that ability off, so you're going to be able to bench snipe. So I'm definitely on a ticking clock to get the numbers that I need, and I'm going to need some coin flips going my way. That's for sure. Jimmy will go after the Jirachi. Because you don't need to hit into the Whimsicott. I wouldn't have thought you would have been worried about that backline Cottony. Although you're going to be worried about the backline Cottony. I'm fine with that. So I'd prefer you to go after. At least it's like 4 hits to get that Jirachi. The coin flip's going to make some big decisions here. You're going to father the Chaotic Swell away. I mean, that's supportive for turn, I guess. So that's a good thing. Mallow and Lana's gone. I don't mind seeing that hit the bin. Oh, didn't wall up. Big play there too. That's a huge coin flip to lose. Because I can't get to... Oh, I could with a triple acceleration NG. I have to sprint this hand away. Yeah, you wouldn't believe it, would you? Alright, well, I'm down to 1 Whimsicott GX if I haven't prized one. I cannot believe that. That is ridiculous top decking. Ridiculous top decking. At least we got the triple acceleration NG. I'll say that much. Whimsicott, you're it, buddy. You are it. Grab another poke gear. And retreat to the Whimsicott. Alright, now, NG bloke. Get rid of the Reshirom. Oh, sorry, Reshirom, Reshizard. Oh, that's a terrible top deck. Absolutely terrible top deck. Having said that, if this snipes correctly down here, on that big a ticking time clock, I've only got one more Whimsicott anyway. I mean, I suppose I've got Yen Mega that might be able to pull out an unbelievable win. And I say it'd be an unbelievable win because I wouldn't believe that that actually just happened either. Alright, so you can get there with the numbers. It's going to be on coin flip again. How's my coin flip? How is my coin flip? Watch me just get tails. Me and coin flip decks. Shouldn't play them. Oh, we walled up. Beautiful. Beautiful. Good job, Whimsicott. What we might look to do here is see whether we can find ourselves one of you. Since this is like all I've got left. Alana, away you, and Cynthia? Bored. I was just looking at the rest of my hand. Go to you. I do feel like I'll Stellar Wish. I'm gonna run through this hand actually. Get rid of Oak's setup because I want more triple acceleration energies. Yeah, we're going to just sprint through this hand. Alright. So because I'm going to sprint through it, we might as well poke gear, see if there's another Oak so I can pull out. Because I just don't want it anymore. We'll stamp you. Just NG attach because we're going with a couple of shots at this anyway. We'll sprint through. Like I said, this Whimsicott's kind of it for me. It's all I've got left. I mean, maybe Yanma might need to come down as a just in case. I mean, not this turn. We'll now NG blow. Just get some chip damage onto this Volcarona. At least we're fully healed. It's only on 160, and you need another welder to attack this turn. And I've taken stadium control back out again. You're not going to have the welder play, so that's good for me. You just need to be an absolute beast of a wall, Whimsicott. And getting welder back for next turn. I mean, setting you back for a turn is good. And you gotta be careful how often you use these flaming shots depending how many fire NGs you've got in hand. Especially with KX Swell, because it just makes access to fire NGs just that little bit harder, which is what we like. Probably this will probably be Reshizard. Yeah. I do think I need to play you down. Because believe it or not, you might need to get a poke on that Reshizard. I can switch to Volcanion to Flare Starter. Fair enough. So it's a welder and possibly a fire NG. I'm assuming it would be a fire NG. Kind of wish I didn't top deck that. So that's my last chance of pulling this particular one out. But I need NGs bad, so we're going to chuck you down. We're going to sprint out. There's a triple acceleration. I've got the Mallow for next turn. Depending on how things go. Or NG blow. Smack out this Volcanion. Alright, so you're going to use Volcanions. So I want... Oh, you're going to custom capture me. Oh no, custom capture me for draw. It might mean you don't have a fire NG in hand. You don't have a fire NG in hand. That's what I like about this stadium sitting here as well. Just makes it more awkward for you. So what do I need for the win here? Triple acceleration, which is in deck, and a GX. Like a great catcher. Which is both in deck. And worthwhile throwing away the Mallow and Lana because I don't feel like I'm going to be able to heal it. I have an Acrobike, which is really good. Need your evolution just in case. Just that 100 damage could be clutch. Do I want NGs back in deck? I feel like no. Because the less that's in the deck right now, the more chances I've got of getting exactly what I need. So we'll sprint. Got the triple acceleration, didn't get the great catcher, which is unfortunate. Now I know the great catchers are in deck. I feel like I hold this for a turn. Well, let's actually just look at my deck just to make sure. I've got one in deck. Hopefully I don't top deck it. Because otherwise I need the triple acceleration as well, which is in deck. So I'll just grab you. And at this stage, we're going to NG blow. Is there any point of NG blowing? I think we toy box. Yeah, let's toy box. Because what we'll do is we'll grab the great catcher, we'll grab the triple acceleration NG. Grab the Cynthia and Caitlin, leave the rest in deck. I don't need anything more. Possibly should have toy boxed in the last turn. One thing about it. But now you need a switch as well as a stamp, as well as charging up this Reshizard. Plus my deck is that thinned out. Possibly should have evolved you. Did I just play you? I think I might have. So you got the fire crystals. So you got plenty of fire energies for that welder. Do you have the switch? Okay, going into the Volk. I would suggest that maybe you don't have the switch. I mean, Tag Call can't get you a Mallow and... What is the other guy? Like, one of the... Mallow and Lana, that's right. Like, you can't play that this turn, so that's fine. And surely you'd have to know, like, with the Toy Box GX, that I'd be setting up to take out this Volk. So you've got to get the KO, like, immediately. Flaming Shot. Onto the Whimsicott again. This thing, you could have probably had that Jirachi by now. Oh, no, I think you've only got 3 hits. Can't remember. Good job, Whimsicott. You got all the cat takedowns that you needed. We'll go and get this Volk back up. A triple acceleration, NG to it. And NG blow for game. Got all the KOs we needed. That Whimsicott was an absolute beast. Walled up for me and just soldiered right through the match. GG's. I wonder if I'm going to win a coin flip. So we're up to game 12 with the deck. I've finished filming. I have finished, I've got enough of that. No! We're up to 12 coin flip losses. Hello, Prototype F. Welcome. That's actually ridiculous. Anyway, we'll go Jirachi up front. Wonder what the odds are on that. On losing 12 coin flips in a row. Looks like we got ADP. Which would be great if we were going first. I'd be really happy. I mean, it's potentially a good matchup for us anyway, but we'll see. I feel like we don't want to just pop 2 Jirachis down straight away. Got great catcher, which we could use early to try and stall some time and make the GX attack a little bit more awkward. Well, we got red and blue. As long as we can find our way into a Cottony this turn, which is the thing we don't have. we can actually really big time threaten the Arceus, like the ADP, and sit there and put it to, hey, you can GX attack, but we'll KO you immediately. Interesting that you've got red and blue. What's your evolution Pokemon that you're playing? We might need to go and get our little beetles out as well. Dragonflies, not beetles. Because I'm assuming this is probably searching out a Keldeo. Our Stellar Wish is going to determine so much of our fate. What do I want off the Stellar Wish is an ideal Professor Oaks. Surely not Dead-Eye changing the whole hand. I'd be pretty shocked at that. You are going to Dead-Eye change that whole hand. Wow, you must have a dead hand. That's how I was expecting that. Is there anything I can do to try and thin anything? Not really. Professor Oak's setting. That's what we want. That's what we want. On your Jirachi. Beautiful job. So what we want is you. I feel like it's the three of you. So you can just sit there and chill. I feel like double Ditto. Let's say go with the Ditto, not double Ditto. Because you can become Blitzel, you can become a Yanma. We've got 2 Yanmegas, which is really good to deal with Keldeo if they show themselves. You can become a Cottony if I need you to. You just give me a lot more flexibility, which is what we desperately need. I feel like keep the Great Catcher, because at the end of the day, if you use your GX attack on the next turn, you lose this guy, if I can get out of the active. That's actually the challenge. The next challenge is getting out of the active. Alright, well, we'll go NG attachment here. That's a slight concern getting out of the active. Do I Great Catcher you? That's the question. No, because I need to red and blue here. I really do. We'll just hold. Surely we can find our way into a board or something. Do you know what I should have done? Is actually held that NG. Although, do I need that NG to get the KO? No, because I'd be doing 150 and it's doubled, so no, I've been alright. Because that way I wouldn't have had to have Stellar Wish, and I could just NG touch here and burn the NG to get the KO. Yeah. So there's the GX attack. So this is a big moment in time for Jirachi pull. Which means what I need to do is red and blue first. Get rid of a Whimsicott, get rid of a Jirachi. Grab out our Whimsicott. So this is a big Stellar Wish. Got the board. Beautiful. Absolute clutch. Absolute clutch. That's what we wanted. Triple acceleration. Go into our Whimsicott. Start wreaking havoc. NG blow. Take out ADP. Alright, so no NGs on the board. You've probably got Ends Resolve. What I should have done was stamped you. Stamped you back to 6. That's something I should have done. Is what you're probably going to do is Ends Resolve. And try and get back in that way. Yeah. You got your NGs you needed, so you're attacking this turn. That attack doesn't necessarily go through and I can heal it back off with the Mallow and Lana. Yeah. And you'd have to attack with the ADP, and the ADP is going to immediately go down. Alright. So I'm going to... I think this Whimsicott is great against the ADP matchup. But yeah, I'm going to stubbornly continue to see how long it takes for me to actually win a coin flip. And it is time to rate this deck, and starting with damage here. The damage, we do have the potential, if we get enough energies on this Whimsicott, to one-shot absolutely anything in the game. Doesn't matter really what it is. But the reality is, with the energy acceleration that we've got, we're not really one-shotting anything that we're not hitting weakness to in the tag team realm. So we're a two-shot base deck, but really trying to make a medical here, given how many dragon decks I'm seeing on the ladder right now. That's absolutely wreaking havoc. So yeah, it's great when you're up against weakness. We do have high damage potential, and I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. I'm going to settle with a 9 out of 10 overall. As for the defense, well, we've got a really annoying ability, which means that damage isn't really getting through, theoretically, 50% of the time. Plus, we've got a little bit of extra support to try and make sure that they're not shutting that ability off with the Chaotic Swell. So power plants just become a little bit more awkward. Yes, there are other ways that they can get around this, but we're just trying to make it a little bit more awkward with the Chaotic Swells, which is kind of nice. So the defense, we are giving up 2 prize cards every single time, but we are, you know, we have a real nice ability, which is really, really awkward. So the defense, I'm giving it a 9 out of 10. As for reliability, the setup's pretty good. Jirachi makes that really nice, and red and blue is just great for NG acceleration. We really are dependent on hitting into the supporters that we need as early as we can, but we've got lots of avenues to do so. So we've got Jirachis, we've got Pokegears to go and try and search out our Oaks and our red and blues. And it's setting up pretty reliably pretty often. So yeah, reliability, I'm giving that a 9 out of 10 as well. And overall, I'm definitely giving it a 9 out of 10. It's a lot of fun, and I really enjoy playing it right now, just because there's so many dragon decks on the ladder. Like, everyone seems to be playing ADP, Reshirom, or Guzzlord, and this is so much fun to play against them.